guys, welcome back to my channel, our channel, my channel.
Her channel, not mine. Not mine. She gets me to do this every now and then.
He's very good, guys. He's really helping me. He doesn't like it, but I
hate it.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, reasonable life.
Anyway, guys, so today's video, guys, we'll be doing a sit-down video, and this will be all about how he got interviewed by my mom on the very first hour that they met. So he met my parents, and my parents sat him down straight away and asked all these questions. So long story short, guys, we met back in 2016. We've been chatting since late 2015, but we met in person in 2016, which is February 17 to be exact.
They know all that.
I know. But guys, so long story short, he came to our place, my place in Mindanao, and obviously he met my parents. And so my mom sat him down straight away and asked him some questions. And can you remember these questions?
Yeah, well, you know, I remember after we met.
It's very traumatic, I think.
After we met and spent a couple of days together, we went home, and the very second we walked into her house,
yeah,
her dad was sitting over in the corner, Mum was sitting on a couch, and there was one single chair on the other side of the room, and I sort of got directed to sit in that chair. And we now call that the interview chair. And Mum looked at me, and she spoke quite good English. Her dad doesn't speak much English at all, but I think he understands a little bit, and he's trying with a few words and doing well. Maybe he speaks more than he lets on. That would be smart of him. But anyway, Mum looks at me with quite a stern look and says, "Hello, Pete. Hello, Pet." She calls me Pet. "Hello, Pet. It's nice to meet you. And now, what are your intentions with my daughter?"
Oh my God.
I thought, oh my God, I cannot be truthful here. But before I could answer, she followed that with, "Do you intend to marry my daughter?" And you know, for a Western guy, it was really strange. I'd never experienced that before. And
okay.
And what?
Wait, before you continue to answer that, I'm going to explain first why my mom did that. And guys, I think I've mentioned some of it from my previous video. And guys, the reason why she did that was my parents are so overprotective with their daughters. And there's only 2 of us, guys. I've got a younger sister. And they're so overprotective with their daughters, guys. Even when we get home late, they will always get mad. You have to text them or let them know where you are, where your whereabouts are. Otherwise, they're seriously gonna get mad at you. So, you know, they're so overprotective with their daughters because they don't want us to become like the other girls who, you know, who get pregnant easily and no father with the children and all that stuff. So yeah, that's the reason. And guys, I've never really had a lot of boyfriends before, and I think I told you before that she really got mad at me when I was walking on the street with my classmates and one guy in there, and it wasn't even a boyfriend, it was just crush and all, and really got mad at me, you know, like, you better study first before you do all that will come later on. Right now you have to focus on your study. Anyway, so
wait,
yeah,
what do you mean
that was
crush?
the reason.
What's a crush?
Crush.
You mean you're crushed underneath him?
No.
Was he heavy? What do you mean?
Crush had like liking.
No.
Guys, he's such a jealous person. Anyway, alright. Continue.
I don't know where I was. Yeah, so I was saying it was really weird for
Western guy.
Well, first of all, her mum's half my age, alright, so that was a weird thing. that was a weird thing too. However, she was her mother, so I had total respect for that, of course. And you know, just as I would for my daughter, I mean, I'd be wanting to know what this guy's intentions were. And so I thought to myself, well, how do I answer this question? What are my intentions? And then she followed, like I said, before I could answer that with, you know, do you intend to marry my daughter? And I'm thinking, well, you know, in my culture, in Australia anyway, I mean, you know, you meet a girl, you meet the family, if they're around, and you go out with them, and if things go well, you know, down the track, I guess, if you're still in love and you decide to get married, you get engaged, you get married. But you can never make a marriage decision based on
the very first hour that we met.
Or, well, we'd known each other for
a while.
Physically for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But even a couple of days, you don't marry someone based on 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, you know, in my opinion, you should live together. You should know someone. If you decide to spend, and this is the problem with marriage. People don't take marriage seriously. Marriage is just a thing to do if you think you're in love. You know, oh yeah, let's get married. Well, you know, marriage is deciding to spend the rest of your life with somebody. That's how I view it. Maybe that's why I've never been married, but at my age. But you know, you can't make your decision as to whether you're going to live with someone for the rest of your life after a couple of days together. So I said to her mum, I didn't want to lie to her. I wanted to be honest to her. She deserves that. I mean, we're talking about her child here, her daughter. And so I said, look, I said I can't answer whether I want to marry your daughter or not because I've only just met her. And I said, but things are looking pretty good so far. No, I didn't say. I didn't say that, but they were. But I said. So I thought, you know, I said to her, you know, we need to get to know each other. I said, we need to spend time together. I need to know her family, you guys, and you guys need to get to know me. I mean, in the Philippines, you don't marry just a daughter, you marry the family, they say. But it's important for her family to know who I am and to know that if she's going to come back to Australia and live with me, I'm taking her out of her environment and away from her family for the first time in her life. And her family, especially her parents, need to know that she's going to be protected and cared for and loved and looked after. And so I guess to them, marriage is that guarantee. But guys, marriage is not that guarantee, okay?
Not really over here.
No, marriage is not, well, not even in the Philippines though. How many people get married in the Philippines and then split up?
Well,
and go.
Well, in my family, guys, I don't know anyone in my family, like I'm talking about extended family, like my aunties and uncles and great grandparents, whatever they are. I can't think of anyone who's separated and got married again or got divorced and got married again. I just can't think of anyone that
which is a good track,
which is very good.
It's a good track record. It means that within her family boundaries, marriage is sacred and marriage is important. And if you commit to someone for the rest of your life, then that's what it means. And so, what is the point of getting married if you're not prepared to make that commitment? I think it's important. I mean, it's another topic really, but it's important within a relationship or a marriage that you have your own interests, you have your own hobbies. Like, I love training in the gym, but Jezzxiel has also got an interest in that now too. So she's going to train with me. We're going to do that together, which is a great thing. People who play together stay together, but it's important to also have your own interests. So she's got some friends that she likes to hang out with. They go shopping, they cook up, Filipino food together and have a big feast, and that's all great. And, the guys, their partners and I catch up as well, but if I'm working and she's got nothing to do, well, she does that or goes to the shops or whatever. And now she's got the interest in gym and fitness. Well, we've got a really good bike that we bought, like an inside bike that she can ride. And, she takes our little boy to the park, Jake, and all those things. So, we have our own things to do. But but basically my day is just to work and come home to my family. I don't go to the pub, afterwards and drink and all that sort of stuff. all I want to do is work, and the highlight of my day is to come home to my family. You know, my little 3-year-old comes running up the hallway to the front door. Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. He hears my work vehicle pull up outside. I shut the door, and Daddy's home, Daddy's home.
Yeah.
And he meets me at the door, and he hugs me and grabs my leg and wants to play and throw footballs, and it's just the most amazing.
Anyway.
How much better is that than going to the pub? And then Jezz comes down and gives me a hug and a kiss, and that's it. I'm home. Family life. Wonderful thing. So back to the interview chair. I told Mum all of these things. And I was a bit worried about Dad because I hadn't met him before, and he's sitting in the corner listening, and I'm thinking, is this bloke going to get up and get a knife and chase me out of the house because I'm not going to marry her tomorrow? Or does he even understand what I'm saying? Every time I looked at him, he'd just have this little grin. He'd go like that.
And guys,
and I just didn't know what that actually meant. I mean, I wanted to test it out and say, you know, you're a really weird looking dude. And I thought he'd go, that would prove he didn't understand, but I didn't want to take that risk.
Anyway, guys, I was watching him, and my God, he was sweating. He was doing this.
I wasn't worried. It wasn't out of nerves. It was because it was bloody
questions, he'll do this.
34 degrees and muggy, like you could cut the air with a knife. I mean, I hate mugginess. That's why I was sweating. I wasn't nervous.
Yeah, I had a fun right in front of him, a massive fun, and oh my God.
So I just didn't expect that. Like over here, if I met a girl and I asked her out on a date and we had a few dates, probably should be 50 years old, but you know, if I did that, I mean, I wouldn't be going back to get interviewed by her parents, and they wouldn't be asking me what are my intentions and when are we going to get married.
So this is a Filipino culture, guys. It's a Filipino culture that once a man or like a boyfriend go into your house, you know, people think straight away that, you know, like, oh, must be serious. So to protect the integrity or the, the name of the family, the parents always make sure that the guy is serious. Otherwise, the name of the family will be like, you know, people will chismis, or what do you call in English, chismis? Like we'll talk about your family.
Is just it's just what do you call it? What's the translation of chismos? It's just
backstabber?
No. It's just gossip.
Gossip.
Yeah, gossip.
So yeah, so people will gossip straight away. And guys, my family have always got good names in our place. So you know, they just want to protect and keep that good name. So yeah.
So there you go.
And so, right now,
anyway, we made it through.
We made it through, obviously, and now we've been together for a while, and guys, we're still not married.
Well, that's another story.
That's another story to tell.
Yeah, it's another story. You know, when it's been a busy time. I mean, we've been together 4 years, and that sounds like long enough to get it all organised.
But it's seriously been busy. So
but as soon as she arrived in Australia, we found out she was pregnant with little Jake. And
the whole time I was pregnant, we were traveling, and then we had the baby. And while the baby was growing, when he turned 1 year old, we went back to the Philippines. And then when we came back here, I
got really busy with work. I've been flat out ever since with work. You know, no time to stop. And
then we plan to bring the family here, which will be right about now.
And then the coronavirus screwed that up because flights got cancelled, and we're still waiting for Cebu Pacific to refund us about $6,000. Well, it hasn't happened yet. They said they were going to, but...
And now
anyway.
we're just waiting till it settles down, and we'll see how we go in the future.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
She gave me an ultimatum. She said, I'm going to give you 6 months to marry me, otherwise I'm leaving. So I want some comments about that.
Yeah, what can you say, guys?
Yeah? Is it fair to put that sort of pressure on me? I can tell you now, whether we get married or whether we don't, my love for her will not change. The love for my family, my son, will not change. That grows all the time. I live for my family. So, because I've never been married, it's just, it's something, it's just something that's never been super important to me. It doesn't mean I don't care for Jezz or love her. She says, why don't you want to marry me?
Yeah, it's just weird, guys, because, you know...
maybe that should be another video.
Yeah, that should be another video, but to like
We'll take up another video.
A little quick thing.
Should we get married or shouldn't we? In today's society, right? Times have changed, but let's talk about that in another video.
It's not about what people think about it. It's about us, and it's about me. If you respect what I want, and you know, like, then we'll do it. Like, you'll do it. But if not, then you know, like, who cares? But yeah.
Well, I care, because if we don't, you're gonna leave me. You said.
Guys, so we'll see in the future if I'm being serious of that or not, because you will get updated. If I'm being serious.
Well, if I don't marry her in 6 months, it might just be me sitting here talking to you. How boring would that be? Goodness me.
Anyway, guys, so that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy watching our video. And guys, I hope you enjoy. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.